Personal story segment tonight. An amazing situation at Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Sergeant Charles Guyton and his wife Kayla are the proud parents of quadruplets born on September 30th without a fertility treatment. Babies are small but healthy. However, the same cannot be said for the mom, Kayla. She's been diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma and is fighting hard against it.
We literally got married last year, and then we found out that a couple days after that, before my 29th birthday, that my biopsy had came back as Hodgkin's lymphoma.
So out of left field, you get a Hodgkin's diagnosis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so chemo goes from February to May,
mm-hmm.
and then what?
And then I was told that I was in remission, so we're really excited about that. And then in June, we found out we were pregnant with our quadruplets. So literally like less than a month later, our life changed in a positive way.
So talk me through it. You're out in the field,
yeah,
and you get that call.
She called me and then she's like, "Hey, are you sitting down?" I'm like, "Yeah, what's up?" She's like, I'm thinking like, "Yeah, she's pregnant, awesome." She's like, "There's 4." And I kind of went into, what? And then she's like, "Yeah, there's 4 heartbeats." And that's when it kind of actually set me over to like, I kind of in shock right now.
With us now, Jon Scott, anchor of Happening Now, will feature the Guytons on his program tomorrow, Happening Now, in a 2-parter at 11 a.m. and then 1 p.m. Eastern Time. So this is almost hard to believe. So you get 4 little babies. They're home, right?
Right. I'm sorry, they're not home yet, but they're doing very well in the hospital, in the intensive care.
All right. So the mom, she's fighting for her life.
She really is, but she has the best attitude. This is the most amazing couple I have met in some time. They are so positive, despite what they have gone through.
The sergeant has to now pay not only for the quadruplets, but for his wife's medical treatment, correct? So he's a sergeant. He's a military guy.
Right. Imagine what they have gone through. They get married. Days after their marriage, she gets diagnosed with Hodgkin's, goes through 4 months of chemotherapy, then is told she'll probably never have children again because of that process. Lo and behold, defies all odds. 1 out of 700,000, she gets pregnant with quadruplets, no fertility drugs, then is re-diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma again and had to give birth earlier than she had hoped because she had to start cancer treatment.
Yeah, and the babies were 3 pounds to 2 pounds, and as John just said, they're doing fine. Now, I got onto this story because my nephew used to be at Fort Campbell in the Army, and he knows people who know this family, and he said, you know, "Uncle Bill, can you help them?" And then I gave him to you because I've known you for what, since 1850,
something like that, yeah.
And you did a really, really good job in spotlighting, because I've never heard of a story like this. Ever. This is unique. But the folks can help the sergeant and Kayla by doing what?
Well, there is a GoFundMe page, and it's pronounced Guyton, but it's spelled G-A-Y-T-A-N. Guyton's quadruple pregnancy, right? GoFundMe.com. Friends there on the base, I mean, people who didn't even know this young sergeant and his wife, undertook a diaper drive, and they've got a year's worth of diapers.
Good.
But with quads, you're going to go through a lot of diapers, and then there's, you know, college.
As a patriotic American, the sergeant deserves all Americans to try to pitch in. So watch Happening Now as opposed to Happening next week. Tomorrow at 11 a.m. and 1 a.m. You're going to have a 2-parter, an extensive interview. And we appreciate you doing the story, John.
People will really enjoy this couple.
Thank you.